big things are happening. Sometimes, you get lucky in life. I was thinking, how do I scale this up faster? And then this possible big deal just falls in my lap. So we're back to where we started. So my 2-day journey was not very great. All right, story time with Revenue Quest. Yeah. Okay, so today's kind of been a crazy day. It started in the morning. I sold the golf game for $90, bought for $7.99. So that's a great profit. I'm over $100 in cash right now. It's somewhere right here. So I got some money to spend. Now, I was thinking about going to garage sales, like maybe on the weekend, right? And I was like, okay, yeah, I got $100. I could find a good amount of inventory. So I was taking a break at work, just seeing what was on Facebook Marketplace. And I was just looking. I saw some movies, like 70 movies or whatever for, whatever amount of money. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. I got a lot of movies, right? And then I saw this person post eBay store, like getting rid of all my inventory kind of a thing. And it was for $500. So I was like, okay. I mean, I don't really have the cash from the business, but I mean, I could always front the money. But something like this does not come by very often. The whole lot essentially had over 1,300 pieces, ranging from $7, to $70. I mean, they even have a couple items that are $200. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm basically getting these items for 38 cents a piece. Even if they're not the best items, I can still flip, 38 cents. I could turn that into $1, $2, $5, $10. So, I was like, I gotta at least look into it, and see what it is, that I would even be considering buying. And I'm just like, okay. They gave me their eBay store, and I started looking at it and what items they have. It's a lot of collectible stuff, dishes. I saw that in there, but there's also toys and games and memorabilia stuff. some vintage stuff in there, some art, art deco kind of stuff. And I'm like, this is a little bit of everything. And it would basically 10 times my current inventory. I'd go from having 150, 200 items to having 1,500 items. And I would jump my listings easily to 10 items a day, maybe even 20 items a day, which would be a shit ton. I mean, $500 is not too bad. I'd have to give myself another loan of $400 to pay for it, but in the end, I think it would be way worth it, because I could, realistically, if these items sell $10 to $20, just revenue, I'm looking at $13,000 to $25,000 of revenue potentially. And my profit margin's 52% right now. So just if I stay in my margins, which probably will exceed my margins because I have higher resale costs or buying costs, I could easily net, somewhere between $8,000 and $15,000 on this one transaction. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be a shit ton of work. It's going to be a lot of work. I have to convince people to try to actually come and help me do it, because I'm not going to be able to load all these totes in one day by myself. It's just it would be way too much. So I'm really heavily considering it. And I could freaking go from making $100 a month to making $1,000 a month immediately. It's a nervous cough. I'm going home right now after work. I'm going to pack up the golf game and take it to the post office before it closes. I'm also going to try to convince my brother to see if he wants to move shit on Saturday. This will be a huge deal. This will in turn bring this channel's net worth freaking skyrocket it. But I'll have so much inventory. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it if I even get it. I can put it in my bathroom. Like, I don't have to clean my room and reorganize. I don't have to move stuff out of the way. I'm gonna have to get shelves. Like, this thing is gonna go from 0 to 100 real fast. If I do make that deal, that might be 2 videos in of itself. One just moving all the stuff, and then the other one going through it all. Today's a big day. It's April 13th. Alright, well, that's what I have now. If anything changes, I will let you guys know. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Ooh, I got a sale. Woohoo! So as I was discussing in story time with Revenue Quest, I was chatting with someone to buy their whole eBay inventory. I was gonna go after work, but it was getting late, and they lived like 40 minutes away. So I asked them if Thursday we can meet up. They told me that they can't promise anything on holding it, but they're okay with that. They're moving and they need to get out soon. But my brother is okay with it. He's gonna help me move the stuff, and my nephew. So we're pretty close to making the biggest deal in history of Revenue Quest. Be 1,300 items plus, all ranging from some items that are $8 all the way up to $120, even one for $200. So I think the quality's good, but even if I'm only making $10 per item, that's still 13 grand. So that's great news. So I sold this Golden Tee golf game a while back. I'm gonna ship it all out, but first I'm gonna update my financials. I just bought the label, so if you are still around for this video, can you please do me a favor and click that subscribe button? It will really help us get to 1,000 subscribers and will get us to monetization, and I would greatly appreciate that. We're going to take this business to the moon, all in due time, of course, but we're rocking and rolling. If I make this deal, gotta watch those F words. If I make this freaking deal, I won't have to source for a while. So the content will turn to sales for a minute and just dealing with the mass amount of goods that I will get. It's gonna be multiple videos for sure. 1,300 items. I might have to do like a surprise, what's in this tote today kind of a thing. Comment down below if you would like that idea. Let me update my financials and we'll come back and we'll go through the financials for the golf tee game. Be right back. So I bought this Golden Tee golf game on 5/16. It's like 3 months ago. Bought it for $7.99, but I rounded up the Goodwill. I don't know why I did that, but it cost me $8. I had estimated 50 because I thought it was used, but this is actually a new unbox. And so I had originally listed it for $139.99. When I sold it, I had it down to $101 because it was been sitting for a minute, and I was just trying to get rid of it at that point. I don't want my money tied up too long. So I sold it on 8/13. The total sales was $108.53, minus the taxes of $10.22. So I had gross sales of $98.31. It did take me $8.31 for the shipping label and $13.80 for the eBay fees. So my net sales was $76.20. That comes back to me. I categorize it as net sales because I needed to pay for the shipping label and the eBay fees just to even get that money. So I minus my cost of goods, which was $8, and my gross profit was $68.20. minus the shipping label, shipping costs. So like the shipping label, the box, bubble wrap, all of that. It's about $1.04, maybe more or less, but I just rounded it. That's kind of where I've been sitting at, about $1 for anything in the boxes. So my net profit is $67.16. It's pretty good. For something I bought for $7, I get 67. I'll take that any day of the week. Plus, I get my $7 back, $8 back. So yeah, $76 coming back on my account. But it took me 77 days to sell. 77. It's pretty high. When I looked at it, it had a 300% sell-through rate. So I'm not sure why mine took as long. I mean, it does have a little hole in the back, but otherwise, brand new in box. So whatever. It is what it is. I ended up selling it for $90. That's where it ended at. About 77 days. Not too bad. Yeah, so the month of August coming on strong with some big sales. Like stuff, like the amount of money coming just back to my bank account this month, over $100, $133. Not nearly enough to cover the $500 in inventory I'm about to buy. That's okay though. I'll just use the loan from myself and pay for it. I will take this in the morning to the post office and we'll get this sold. Thursday, it looks like I'm going to meet up with the person to see if they want to make this huge sale. And Saturday, I will be trying to lug it all into my house and into my room. I already started reorganizing my big closet and maybe we'll move it in there, but that stuff was kind of full, so we'll see what I do with it. I think this will end this video. Good morning, everybody. I have an early meeting today, so I am going a little earlier than usual. Today's 8:14. Big thing happened yesterday. Hopefully that turns out to be true. Tomorrow I'm going there with my brother to check it out and make a deal. So right now I'm going to take this golf game that I sold yesterday to the post office. But before I do, I am so tired. So I need a little pick-me-up. I got myself a Red Bull. This is not sponsored by Red Bull, but hopefully one day. So I'm going to go to the post office, drop this off. Alright, fast forward to the post office. Okay, I just got to the corner where the post office is. I'm going to just run in here real fast because I got a meeting in like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna hurry up and drop this off and get to work. Big things are happening. I knew it was only a matter of time. Actually, yesterday when I was at work, I was thinking, oh, how do I scale this up faster? What can I do? And then this possible big deal just falls in my lap. You know, sometimes in business you get lucky. We will see tomorrow. Story time with Revenue Quest. You know, I had this potential deal and I thought it was pretty much done on Tuesday, which was 2 days ago. Wednesday I couldn't go up there because I had my improv, my comedy sports practice. So I was gonna go today, which is Thursday, August 15th. I was gonna go there like 5:30, so like 20 minutes from now. I messaged them about like 3 or 4 hours ago. I was like, oh, are we still good? And they told me, no, sorry, somebody else swooped in. I potentially lost $20,000. Sometimes in business, you're gonna think you got lucky, and then the rug is just gonna get pulled right from under you. So we're back to where we started. Nothing really lost, nothing really gained. I have $100 just about. I did get a return request yesterday because like I sold this guy a modem and he has Spectrum, and I guess that modem is blacklisted from Spectrum. So yeah, so my 2-day journey was not very great. We'll chalk this up as a lesson learned. If you have a deal on the table, you get it done immediately. You don't wait because someone could just swoop in and take it from you. My situation was a little different because, you know, I have a full-time job. I can't just like go at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. I have to be at work. Also, I don't want to go to these places by myself. Like, I'm not going to go to some random person's house by myself. You know, I need to have somebody else go with me. I'm not going to put myself in that position. Could have gotten robbed for all I know. So I lost out on a big deal. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I looked at all the items. A lot of them were delicate items that I would have struggled to even ship anyways. It's not too bad. No harm, no foul. And you know, whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Our future is not ours to see. I think that's going to be my new motto. What will be, will be. And so I'm going to go home. Saturday, most likely, I'm going to go to garage sales with this $100 that I have and just see what I can get from it. Basically, just start the challenge over, kind of. I basically have $100 to get more inventory. Yeah, besides the return, I mean, I've gotten, you know, a couple sales this month. I'm only going to lose out on like $7. Like, it's not a big deal. I'll get the modem back. I'll sell it again. Not a big deal. It was just not Spectrum. So I will not list that under Spectrum. But I think it's an important, you know, I think it's an important lesson to learn. Things are not going to go your way. And if you expect them to go to your way, you're kind of delusional. Like, you should be realistic about things. You should be like, okay, this could happen. Okay, but let's make sure it happens. Let's do things, let's plan ahead, and let's think about what we need to do to actually get there. Instead of just making the assumption that it's going to work out. Because things don't work out. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. Not everybody can be a famous rock musician. Not everybody can be a movie star. Not everybody can be president. We're going to keep moving forward one day at a time. I want to start, like, compounding money, so I'm going to be on the lookout for deals like that. Another one will come my way. I just need to be on top of it and make sure I get it next time. To be honest, like 1,300 items for me would have been way too much. It would have took me a long time to sell, a long time to deal with it all too. Just the organization of items. It took me months. That's pretty much it for this episode. Chalk this up as a failure, chalk it up as a learning lesson, chalk it up to relying on others too much. So we'll see what this month of August will give to us. Just have a couple more weeks left, and we'll see what happens. Bye-bye.